When you have gone through narcissistic abuse, you have been battling a demon or demons that have been operating behind a particular individual. So you will figure out that some people have a name. Some people that are saying the person you had the disorder, somebody had the personality disorder, mental something, but you are digging deeper because you understand the spiritual element or perspective of narcissism. And now you're starting to make a lot of sense because you know you have been battling with a legion of demons. And now you remember some of those days when you guys had an argument. So he was shouting around, he was fighting, he was screaming, he was all over the place. You didn't know you didn't know how the fight started. You didn't know why it started. You didn't know how it started, but it was a fight. It was very intense. In some case scenarios, you have even experienced narcissistic rage. Now, you're looking at this person after burning you out with their toxicity. They're on the phone talking to somebody, they're celebrating. Every time you feel depleted, angry, you are exhausted, you're tired, you're sleepless, you have been burning out of energy. There's a reason as to why they call these people energy vampires, because it is your energy that keeps them alive. The more energy they have, the more alive they feel. The less energy they get, the more depleted they will become. But for a narcissist, it is pretty much easier to be depleted, easier to be you being depleted than them being depleted, because that whole thing can crash and it crack them down to pieces. The entire battle you've been fighting was spiritual, like I've said. It has not been personal. You just needed to understand that when you have that feeling like you're down, that is exactly what they wanted to see, because for them, your downfall is another victory for the demons. You have been chosen by the narcissist because you have a lot to offer. When it comes to energy, and even, of course, some other physical 3D things, there was a lot to offer. But most importantly, it was all about energy. So for them, energy is a matter of survival. Without your energy, they cannot thrive. Without your energy, that narcissist will mortify. Is it mortification? You guys are bad about the mortification. They're going to fall apart. Any moment when they see you happy, you are excited about something, you are having something, you're going to celebrate something, it triggers something in them, because now they're like, okay, so why is this whole thing all about you? So what about them? That is what they're asking themselves. Is why you hear people telling you things like, in some special occasions, you will have your celebration, birthdays, occasions ruined by this particular individual, because in their mind, they cannot fathom and they cannot understand why you're so excited and happy. Why is everything going okay for you? They just want you to see, they want to see you when you are in a state of misery, because they feed off of that misery. The more miserable you are, the better they feel. And that thing can go on and on and on, so they can continue to make you miserable until you have loved yourself well enough to extract or remove yourself from this individual because you're understanding they are not healthy. It is not the people that you want to be around. You was just there because you didn't know. It does not matter what narcissist it is. Father, it's a relationship, any situationship, it's a friendship. It was only victory for them when he was depleted. It is in your duty to rise up, have the courage to walk away, let them deal with their own crop, because that whole crop was nothing for you in the first place. It was none of your business. You just landed into the wrong person. Okay? So for the most of you guys who are wondering, what was all that chaos about? What was the arguments about? What was the conflicts about? That's what it was. Energy. In those kind of relationships, you are doing an energy transaction. So it's an energy transaction. Not in a sense that you're getting anything from them. They are getting the energy from you. That is how they draw energy, by creating conflict. Making you tired, making you exhausted, making you sick. And it's a very dangerous game because not everybody who has been through abuse that have made it out alive, okay? We're the ones that have figured it out and been able to walk away. We're the survivors, but there are some people who have never made it. That's how serious it was, okay? So just put it out there. They have always wanted you depleted because that is what was serving them. Your happiness and your joy, your celebrations, it wasn't none of their business. That's not where they wanted you to be. It is not where they expected you to be. They wanted the opposite for you, okay? So let us know what you think about the video. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, catch you guys in my next one. Denzomos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.